Hey guys, Zynchronize here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a floating minecart, a floating minecart trap, a minecart easy hider, I don't know what I'll call it, think of a name for me, and I'm also going to be showing you how to make a floating item cage. Right, I'm going to start with the floating item cage. It's actually quite simple. You get a block that you like. I'm going to have iron, I don't really like it, but it's in my inventory. You place one piece of fence and then a pressure plate. Then you get either glass panes, glass or iron bars, put that all around it. And then I would recommend getting a half slab. You could put any block. Like that, and then you just chuck down your item. When you come past, it will be floating with the pressure plate. Now, the reason that this works is not that deep. Whoa, what the hell? There we go. The reason that this is working is because in fact, I'll go with the other way of showing you. Okay, now this is what happens when I put an item on fence. See that? That's what happens when I put an item on this. Same height as fence, you can see. And when you put it on, it is the same height as fence again. Now, why is that, you're asking? Yes, you are. It's because the fence is actually about this height. Now, it doesn't matter if I put that on it or take it off it, it's still the same height. It's just that when you put a block on it, the block... Wait, right, sorry, confused myself. When a block is on top of it, such as a pressure plate, it appears to be smaller, but there's still the actual physical form, I would say, of the fence underneath it, pushing up, so it actually goes through the pressure plate and allows things like this to look like they're floating. Now, this can be applied into traps, so I will show you here. This is just how you set it up. Just keep that in there, and we're going to need... That's us, that's everything we need. There we go, just make it a wee bit brighter for you. There we go. And then we can either, well, store minecarts, we'll do that later. So yes, your minecart does float above it. Now, the pressure plate, it doesn't activate things below it, because below it is the sign. Your cart is sitting on like a half block effectively. I can show you here, it is the same height as if it was sitting on a half block. So it can only really activate TNT that is there, I'd say. Yeah. Which is alright, but it's not the best. It would be better if it could be hidden. We're going to ignore the fact that it isn't, and we're going to go ahead and do this, which is quite cool. Now, you might want to push your minecart forward a bit when doing this, because you don't want the TNT to be showing. and it's right back to the TNT. And it's just out enough. I think there is, yeah, perfect. Right, so when I get in it, the TNT would activate. Boom, it's going to... That is like perfect cow head shape. That's quite cool. Anyway, the reason this works is because of the same thing we had going earlier. Step down too far there. When the minecart is sitting on top of it, well, when you stand on top of it, it cannot activate the pressure plate. Have we got one already set? Yeah, we've got one already set up over here. So the pressure plate, its physical form, is actually not where it shows. It is actually on top of. It's like on top of this, basically. So when you're standing on this, in fact, no, the best way of describing it is the pressure plate is inside this. It is inside this on the top. So when you sit in it, your bum sticks through. That's the best terminology for this. Your bum sticks through and touches the pressure plate, which activates the trap. Now, that's that, and this is the other thing. This is the cool way of storing a minecart. We've seen in 1.9 that they can fall through pressure plates, but they can actually fall through pressure plates now. When a minecart hits one of these, it's effectively hitting, I don't know, it's effectively hitting something like that. So you can see it went through there. Now, way of showing you better would be to do this. Although I'm not sure if this is going to work, I haven't tried this yet. Why did it go that way? Yeah, so it actually just fell through both of them there, which isn't what I want. Hopefully we can get this working. Yeah, there we go. So it's effectively falling through that, but it looks like a pressure plate, not that. So that's quite a nice way of hiding it. I don't think that you can just run a minecart at it. We'll check. No, you can't. It has to be at that angle for it to fire through that angle. And eventually, when you have enough minecarts, this is the one that looks the coolest. Just point out. How deep did I dig this bloody hole? My god, how deep is this? What the hell? Oh, they're all stacked on each other, damn it. I don't know how that's happening. Anyway. I'm just going to stand here and go wee, wee. Which isn't working at all. Let's place a block here so they can't fall through, and if they keep stacking on each other I'm not going to be happy. Okay, so this one doesn't quite work as I wanted it to, but never mind, maybe we'll get this one to work. In fact, I'll tell you what, it has to be the one underneath it. Oh, what's that? It's like always a certain amount of stacking, and it has this really cool effect. and I can't get the effect working. So, oh yeah, here it is. So the top of the chest sticks out through that. You can't actually activate the chest, but it looks quite cool on the floor.